Alright, hey guys, welcome back. So, it's been a while since my last stream, so that's, yeah, I mean, it's been quite a while since my last stream. So, the reason that's happening this way is I've been out the country, I've come back, and I just didn't want to deal with airplanes for a while. But here we are again. I kind of want to let this one go nice and quiet, but I have a feeling that I might become rich and famous from my streaming. So if you're going back, and it's the year 2026, so if you're watching this in 2032, some of this might be out of date. But just so there's like continuity in the series as we go along, just in case. Also for my autobiographer, if they're interested, a good way to pick up some information as well. Anyway, we're entering the UAE FIR. There might be an event. I didn't see it on the calendar. I was told that there is one. Now we're just about to switch to UAE and say hello and get our clearance and all that nice stuff from the Emirates. Guten Tag, Ete. How are you? Haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on with Shisha nights, man? I feel like we all just sort of died down. Anyway, give me a second. UAE good. Sorry. UAE good evening. Etihad 612 level 370.
Etihad 612 UAE radar. Good evening. Flight level 370 identified. Cleared Abu Dhabi by the Atudo to Charlie arrival.
Cleared Abu Dhabi Atudo to Charlie arrival. Etihad 612.
Emirates 5 from your Quebec, when ready, descend flight level 250.
Hey, Vita Zulu. Oh, sorry, I thought it was someone else. Yeah, hey, what's up, Vita Zulu? How's Hamburg, man? How's your trip going? I'm actually thinking I'll go to Austria on the 2nd. And I was also looking at rental cars, and it's just that Europe costs like 70 or 80 dirhams cheaper. And the difference is 6 will give me a Skoda Fabia, whereas Europe car gives me a Polo, and I'm kind of leaning towards a Polo, and it's 70 dirhams cheaper as well, so I would like to get that. The only problem is if I make it a free cancellation, they charge per day of free cancellation, which doesn't make sense, right? But yeah, that's the situation. Let's see how it goes. I'm waiting for a couple more days, and we'll make a plan accordingly what I want to do as far as the rental car is concerned. How are you enjoying yourself in Hamburg? Okay, Abu Dhabi 30, landing 31 left. Shit, there's both parallel approaches. 1006. Glide slope fluctuation. ROT. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, plan for 31 right, and we hope for the inshallah whatever. Or use big brain. Copy that. Oh, we already told me. Trouble. Why don't I do this ASAP? This is a smarter way of doing things. Hey Boomy girl, how you doing? How you enjoying Napoli? How was the wedding, Colin? I mean, I'm curious, was it a German wedding? Was it not? Who got married? And Boomy girl, I'm happy. When ready, descend and maintain level 150, Etihad 612. Boomy girl, I'm happy. Ollie, Charlie arrived. Oh la la, Lido charts, perfect. From a go to Charlie. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that, but that's interesting. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Very homey. I'm actually kind of... like I said, I'm going back to Slovakia. I mean, it's going to be nice, eh? In a while. As for Boomy Girl, she's in Napoli. She's lost. Must take advice from people who have been there before, but apparently this is just a standard for our secondary low-cost airline. They don't like to listen to primary low-cost people say, but it is what it is. I'm happy to announce that the primary low-cost carrier is probably going to restart flights to Napoli relatively successfully, so there's a decent chance that you'll be able to come back. And the total is definitely 3-1 right, so I'll go ahead and set up ILS 3-1 right via, it's going to be via Pigum, and it's going to be, here it is. Okay, hold on. Arrival 202 Charlie, yes, via Pigum. That's there, that's good, and we can insert. And sorry, Aviator Zulu, there won't be a shared cockpit today. I'm just gonna do this one here, and afterwards I'm gonna go chill for a bit, there's dinner, and then I'm gonna watch Formula 1 at midnight. And then that's sort of like a carry-on for my overnight flight tomorrow, and yeah, so I just gotta get in the groove of things. So it's kind of why I'm also doing this, so I remember just roughly how to fly. I mean, this is obviously a different airplane, but just to get my brain up to speed would be a good way to put it. Use config 3, I don't need all that additional stuff. I have never been to this town called Celle. Sounds nice, sounds like a cute little town. How much taxi fuel do I have for taxiing? Honestly, I've not accounted for taxiing. I'll tell you what I am expecting to land with. All things considered, well, my flight plan has me landing with 2.6 tons of fuel. So even if I was holding for a bit, unless I declare Mayday, I won't be landing with less than 1.2, which is plenty of fuel for everything. Let me go ahead and set level 150 as we've been cleared. When ready. Level 150 is set. We'll leave. Let me get these sorted out as well. So we have the Atudo arrival. Instrument approach blades. It's gonna be ILS 3-1 right. Our NavGNS has all these nice notes, so you're going pretty practically all the way around the airport. 180 to 10, 160 to 4, this is standard. La-di-da, 4,100 landing, great. Do I need AGC ground charts? Fantastic. After I land on 3-1 right, Alpha 10 is where I want to go.
Level imped QNH 1006 and maintain speed 230 knots.
And apron 6, I guess, is where we'll park it. So that's all my stuff there. Got Lido up here, and I have down here. Yep, I can just reference while I'm flying around.
Emirates 5 from your Quebec QA radar.
Emirates 5 from your Quebec QA.
Emirates 5 from your Quebec, continue descend altitude 10,000 feet, level imped speed 230 knots.
Pilot's discretion level 150. Let's get going.
Emirates 5 from your Quebec, descend now 10,000 feet, level by
Oh, but Colin, there's this really cool
what
am I gonna say?
At imped.
Okay, Roger.
Convertible Mini Cooper available for pickup in Vienna, which I'm now thinking about, like strongly thinking about, because the weather's nice. And there's just something nice about the wind blowing through your hair. Nice European summer. I think I might enjoy it. Let's see, TBD. We also have special guests today. Special guests Bran and Rory. They are constantly trying to destroy my computer. These are cats, long-haired cats. And I had to pluck some of the hair out of the fans today. And one of them is just hanging out in the shower waiting, which is quite fun. You know what? I think yes. I also think costs are piling up. You know? I mean, I would like that. At the same time, I've been making silly financial, and it feels like I might be just the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, for 5 days it doesn't really make sense because I'm gonna drive from Vienna to Czech Republic, and then from Czech Republic to Slovakia. And then that's practically, that's a long drive, and in the middle of it I'm just gonna be like gonna be 5-10 kilometers a day, and then at the end to Vienna again. So that's really, seems a bit excessive for a Mini Cooper, but you know, let's convince the accountant and maybe we have something for us. I think she'd enjoy it. Let's see, might be fun, or it might be a surprise, you know. And it's not like we're traveling heavy this time. It's just gonna be one bag tops, nothing planned, no wedding, so it's gonna be easy. Right, let's stow that.
Etihad 81 Charlie, your radar identified flight level 390. Cleared Abu Dhabi via the Ukili to Juliet arrival.
Okay, I can tell I'm already pretty high for a straight in, so
Abu Dhabi via the Ukili to Juliet
we're gonna
arrival.
go
For Etihad 81 Charlie head.
open descent. We'll keep the speed up at 300 knots. And a touch of speed brakes, but half of speed brakes should get me down
radar,
quicker.
Etihad 81 Charlie, are we clear to this right via the arrival when we are ready?
Etihad 81 Charlie, when ready,
You know what?
descend flight level
That's a very
150.
wise thing to say. Call it PKS1. Lifefish.
Copy that,
Sorry.
thank you.
Lifefish too
When
short
ready,
for shitty cars.
150.
I drove a Picanto in Mauritius.
Oh,
That thing
Etihad 81
rocked my
Charlie.
world, let me tell you. I've never been in.
Etihad 612, expect the ILS approach runway 31 left, continue descent altitude 10,000 feet, Abu Dhabi QNH 1006.
Expect ILS approach, runway 31 left, continue descent 10,000 feet, QNH 1006, Etihad 612. Alright, so that's interesting. So it's the Atudo arrival which connects to Pegum, but from there it's going to be 31 left, which is, oh actually, oh, I thought that wasn't one. Alright, so we're gonna reset this. Okay, 31 right, not required. I'll work on the McDo shortly. Work on the McDo. ILS 31 left. Same arrival, but we're now going to do it via Pegum, and that's it. Set that. Nav radio should have 109.3, which is correct at the minimums. Service approach is 83. And select. I see a straight shortcut in. Flying in Etihad is nice. I'm on the 320 fleet, so it's busy. You know, Jeddah, Cairo, Athens, Jeddah, Cairo, and Hyderabad, Cochin. But I'm just grinding here until I get on the 350 fleet. And then I'm gonna do better stuff. London, Dallas. I don't think Etihad flies to Hong Kong. Be something nice. Singapore is 380. Or 787 occasionally, I don't know. I mean, it's I think Singapore's 380. I don't even know if they fly to Kuala Lumpur. Should be nice. I hear it's nice this time of year. In fact, Kuala Lumpur is nice all year round because it's on the equator. Same weather, you're not missing much. 40 miles straight in. Don't know what the plan is gonna be, whether we're gonna have to go all the way around, or if this is standard for airspace where they send us all the way around or not. I'd guess so, because there's Al Dhafra airfield here. So I don't know what's the likelihood of them. Actually, yeah, why not? They can just get me to follow this downwind.
Good evening, Etihad 377.
So I'll just keep
On
that
descent,
rate of
flight
descent
level
going. Expect
160.
maybe vectors for a
I'm 5 from
downwind
Quebec to
effect.
contact Dubai
Instead.
arrivals 124.9.
Emirates South America, Quebec.
What, there's
contact
787 to
arrival
KL?
124,
I'm
bye-bye.
often surprised by where Etihad flies to because they don't fly
377 year
with the
radar
same
identified cleared
frequency
Abu Dhabi
as the
Nocto for
other
Juliet
airline I'm
arrivals.
used to.
Expect the Iris approach runway 31 left.
Yeah.
Expect ALS approach Abu Dhabi runway 31 left.
Alright, that's
Etihad
transition,
377.
transition. You said the altimeter was
At
1006.
377, continue descent, flight level correction, altitude 10,000 feet, Abu Dhabi QNH 1006.
Continue the descent to flight level 100.
Okay, so I've gone back to a managed descent, which it should take care of the 12,000 or above at Tudo. Nice. Sorry, let me get the speed brakes back in. Gosh. Yep, that makes sense. Like everybody, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I believe you guys like 2 or 3 times a day to KL, right? Or 2 times a day. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure there was a 380, or maybe there is a 380 to Kuala Lumpur. But I feel like their hub is timed slightly different. So the flight I was looking at to go to Vienna departs Dubai, which is only like once a day now. And it goes to Vienna at 8 in the morning. Whereas the flight from Abu Dhabi departs Abu Dhabi at 3 in the morning to arrive at Vienna at 7. So I'm kind of leaning towards that a little bit. It should say constraint, huh? Why doesn't it want to say constraint? Go. 12,000 up. That should stop at 12. There it does. Perfect. 12,000 stop.
Etihad 612, contact Abu Dhabi arrivals 124.4.
124.4 Etihad 612, goodbye. 4.4. I don't know how to recover from stalling in Airbus. I was just thinking you let go and it sort of takes care of itself. But perhaps I'm wrong. It's gonna push the nose down. I mean, I don't know. And all that should come automatically. I didn't know it tells you after. Boomy girl knows about the happen stuff. Abu Dhabi arrival, good evening, Etihad 612, 12,000 feet, information Charlie, A320.
It's a 612 information, Charlie, correct. Expect ILS runway 31 right.
Expect ILS approach runway 31 right, Etihad 612. Right, we're back to 31 right. So this is the stuff of ASRs, you know, you go right, left, right, so it's now set. That's what we need to cross at Tudo at.
It's a 612 constant start, expect radar vectors, ILS 31 right, turn right heading 080 degrees.
Abu Dhabi arrival, good evening. Etihad 377 and at your airspace, descent flight level 100. Expect ILS approach runway 31 left.
Etihad 377 Abu Dhabi radar identifies 13,800 feet, expect ILS 31 right. Information Charlie.
Approach runway 31 right, information Charlie. Etihad 377.
It's a 612, turn right heading 080 degrees, expect radar vectors, ILS 31 right.
Right heading 080, expect radar vectors, ILS 31 right, Etihad 612. Okay, heading select is not the right word for this
It's a
airplane.
612, descend altitude 8,000 feet.
Decent altitude 8,000 feet at Etihad 612. Let's do
Etihad 377, continue descent altitude 8,000 feet.
Continue descent, flight level 80, yes?
altitude.
Etihad 377 is 8,000 feet, QNH 1006.
That looks like they're trying to get me to set true. Let's get some speed brakes out again. Where can I exit from? We're back on the ILS 31 right.
Etihad 612, continue descent altitude 4,000 feet, number 1.
Continue descent 4,000 feet. Number 1 Etihad 612. Additional stuff to go back in here. Config 3, da-di-da-di-da, that's all connected. 80, 3 right, and 31 right. Very nice. Ease. Those. Birds. Correct. Correct to set true.
Etihad 377, constant star, expect radar vectors for ILS 31 right and right, heading 340
Radio.
degrees.
Turn right, heading 340. There is always at 377.
We'll re-pull this again, being 080. So that's essentially our track sorted out. That's all the speed brakes I can pull in for this approach. And let's go onto the LS scales here. Miles to quite a bit high. Need to drop the landing gear. 250 knots. We're right at it. Not a huge fan. Let's slow this down to
Etihad 377, continue descent altitude 4,000 feet.
slow this to 220 knots. As we go through 240,
Continue descent to flight level 4,000 feet at Etihad
we can drop the
377.
gear.
Etihad 612, turn left, heading 340 degrees, clear ILS approach runway 31 right, report established.
Left heading 340, cleared ILS approach runway 31 right, report established at Etihad 612. Okay, let's see how this works for us. 340.
Etihad
Takes us around.
377, turn left, heading 310 degrees.
That's not gonna work.
Turn left, heading 310 degrees, Etihad 377.
Approach at Etihad 612. We're through the localizer for 31 right. Request heading 270 to re-intercept.
Etihad 312, continue left, turn heading 280 degrees, recleared ILS 31 left, right, report established.
Left heading 280, re-cleared ILS approach runway 31 right. Report established at Etihad 612. Quite fast. We're clear for the ILS, so we can go down to 2000. Let me pull this again. Am I happy with this? No. One notch of flaps here. Approach. Mode
Etihad
on.
612, continue descent altitude 2,000 feet.
Continue descent 2000 feet at Etihad 612. Okay, this heading's not gonna work either. Manage the speed. Very nice. So that will pitch the nose up neatly. Not a very good vector in my opinion. Did he say 380? I heard 280. Alright, let's see. So everything's sorted out now. Speed brakes can go in. One more notch of flaps. And it's gonna level off shortly perhaps, but that might actually be in my favor here. just so we can get that speed under control. Not my cleanest approach, but we have made it. Glass hubs captured, missed approach altitude set, 160 to 4 is the requirement, so speed windows open at 160. 7 miles to go, let's drop the last of the flaps there. Flaps 3. Brakes armed, we'll report a stop. Established ILS 31 right Etihad 612. So, 6 miles
Etihad
established.
612, thank you. Contact Abu Dhabi Tower frequency 119.2. Have a great evening, bye-bye.
Tower 119.2 Etihad 612. Thank you, goodbye.
Etihad.
Might have said 1193, let's take a look. Abu Dhabi Tower hello Etihad 612, ILS 31 right, 5 miles.
Etihad 612, Abu Dhabi Tower hello, wind 330 degrees, 9 knots, runway 31 right, straight land, vacate at Alpha 8.
Clear to land runway 31 right, exit Alpha 8, Etihad 612. Okay, clear to land, exit Alpha 8, where is Alpha 8? It's second high speed to the left. The vectors I appreciate it for the shortcut, but I think I don't think Dubai would probably have stayed on the game a little bit longer, like would have cleared you for the correcting vectors already, all that nice stuff. Ooh, frame rates are shot. Anyway, we passed 1,000 feet completely configured. The wind's swinging about 10 degrees left and right. It's staying steady at about 10 to 12 knots. We can expect a little bit of a shift perhaps. Not too much. Short crosswind from the right. Yeah, we're getting to the territory. 8 with thin 1 dot of the glide and 3 right on the poppy, so it's correctable. So we'll continue this. This isn't an error with the aircraft, this is just a skill issue. See how that translates now once we transition onto visual aiming point technique, whatever, and not ish from the left.
50, 40.
Abu Dhabi Tower, good evening. Etihad 377 on final runway 31 right.
Holy shit.
Etihad 377, Abu Dhabi Tower hello, continue approach number 1, expect to vacate left upside.
I felt that. God damn.
Continue. Approach runway 31 right. Etihad
God
377.
Whoa. How are the tires? Still there. 2 hours and 11 minutes from Jeddah. Whoa. Nice approach for this boom. Holy shit. Okay, we're 360 knots. Alpha 8's the next exit. You're braking.
Etihad 377, A320 is vacating via Alpha 8, wind 330 degrees, 9 knots, runway 31 right, straight land, vacate upside.
Clear to run runway 31 right. Etihad 377.
Nice. So that's me trying to use.
Etihad 612, welcome to Abu Dhabi, taxi Alpha, taxi right on Alpha, Alpha 5, hold short Bravo, contact ground on 123.950.
Taxi right Alpha, Alpha 5, hold short Bravo, 123.950, Etihad 612, goodbye. Got a little bit too close to the right there. Maybe I should just continued braking. I started that exit at 55. See ya, Colin. Enjoy your dinner. Your Schweinhaxer and Kartoffelsalat. 23950. Right. This is gonna be Aviator Zulu probably up here. Say hi to Aviator Zulu. just now. And let's see how quickly we get our taxi clearance. Just want to see. Let's go ahead and finish off a little bit of a flows before. Start ground Etihad 612 on Alpha 5 short Bravo.
Etihad 612 Abu Dhabi ground. Hello, Captain. Taxi left Bravo, hold short of Golf.
Left Bravo, hold short Golf Etihad 612. Hello. To be fair, after that landing, I should probably call just.
At Etihad 612, expect stand 601.
Our plan stand 601 Etihad 612. Base 10. Job for GSX. Hey. Got all the way around. Okay. I have a feeling this is slightly planned this way. 6. Heavy stand with Apex, request follow me. No. Etihad will careful. Port all. Bravo. Very nice. Alright, we've had 3 minutes of the in. We're gonna go ahead and shut down number 2 engine.
Abu Dhabi ground, Turkish 388, ready for taxi.
Am I going 628?
Turkish 388 Abu Dhabi ground. Looks like you have faced the wrong direction, sir. No problem. Taxi Kilo. Right Kilo 3, hold short of Bravo.
Dealing with the wrong direction. Wait, I don't know what that is. Okay, just let me know where you want me to go. I'm gonna hold short Golf. Let's see.
Turkish 288, sorry, I don't have a compass or anything, and I'm not familiar with east and west.
What?
I tried my best, but looks like I failed, so I'm sorry for that. Taxi Kilo, right Kilo 3, hold short, Bravo.
I'm pretty sure a compass is a
Turkish
no-go
388
item.
correct.
That's wild.
Turkish 288, thank you very much.
That is wild. Okay, what? That's wild. Man doesn't have a compass. That's Lima off to the right, okay. Then Golf is gonna be the next one. I don't believe that. I'm not sure. It's blurry. I'd like it to be more. Yeah. That blurry text lines. Hydraulic PTUs act. Yellow electric PTU doesn't need. I've learned that.
Abu
2
Dhabi
days
ground,
ago.
good evening. Etihad 377, request taxi to the gate.
Area 377 Abu Dhabi ground. Hello, taxi left Bravo 9, left Bravo, hold short of Lima.
Can you please name the number of the gate?
Area 377, expect stand 630.
Expect stand 630, Etihad 377.
Holding a Bravo.
And Etihad 612, taxi right Golf, hold short of Kilo.
Right on Golf, hold short Kilo. Etihad 612. So right, hold short Kilo. Okay.
Good evening, Etihad 667, with you, stand 629, request mission start.
Etihad 667, stand 629, push and start approved onto Lima 1, face east.
Mission start approved onto Lima 1 facing east, Etihad 667.
I'm just realizing he said
Etihad
he's gonna have rock
612,
poke.
continue taxi right Golf,
That's
right
wild.
Kilo, hold short of Lima.
Right Golf, right Kilo, hold short Lima, Etihad 612. Okay, so a new question. I know Aviator Zulu is watching, so we're gonna ask him a question. He's gonna reply. So on my chart and on the scenery, I see a lot of intermediate holding
Turkish
points.
388, do you
So,
have the Etihad 321 vacating
Golf Papa 2
onto
here,
Bravo
for example.
9 in sight?
Well, I'm gonna let him finish with the
Turkish
Turkish.
388, sorry, what did you say again?
Turkish 388, do you have the Etihad 321 at your 3 o'clock?
Turkish 388, I don't think so, let me check.
Turkish 388 disregard. Taxi right Bravo, holding point Alpha 17, runway 31 right.
Turkish 388, taxiing right Bravo, inbound for runway.
31 right. I don't care.
Turkish 388 disregard,
Runway
apologies
31
on my
left.
side. Taxi right Bravo, hold short of hotel.
Turkish 388, right to Bravo, hold short hotel.
1 Kilo to hold short of Lima.
Etihad 612, taxi left Lima, stand 632.
Taxi left Lima, stand 632, Etihad 612. Yeah. Who has priority here?
Etihad 377, follow the company Airbus 320, stand 631, center.
Priority.
Etihad Abu Dhabi ground, Etihad 377, follow the Airbus A320, stand 603.
Etihad 377, negative, stand 631, center.
And side ground for Etihad 612. Could you confirm you want a 632 left, center, right?
Etihad 612, stand 632, center. Sorry, apologies.
No problem, stand 632 center, Etihad 12. These sixes are gonna get me confused. I think I've just gone past it, or will go past it. 632 center with Apis. There it is, 632 right.
Etihad 667, ready for taxi.
Etihad
With AP
667, taxi left Lima 3, hold short of Golf.
Left Lima 3, hold short Golf, Etihad 667.
Here we go. 32.
And Turkish 388, continue taxi Bravo, right Golf, hold short of Charlie.
Oh shit.
Taxi Bravo, right Golf, hold short Charlie.
What's the deal, man? Why the tailgating? Go. Okay. So, Aviator Zulu, I know you're watching, so let me ask you a question. You told me to go Kilo, hold short Lima. On my plates, I have intermediate
Abu
holding
Dhabi ground,
points.
request gate 632, as I can't see 631 center in gate 6.
Etihad 337, 632 center is currently occupied by the Etihad company traffic. Are you able to stand 630?
Yeah, I'm able to stand at 630 Abu Dhabi now.
Etihad 377, in that case, taxi right Lima 1, stand 630.
There we go. Brake set. I shut down the other baby girl. Was available, obviously. Beacon, pumps. The pumps can
Taxi
go
to the gate
off.
630, it's at 377.
Fuel pump. beacon of Tottenham. Okay, so we got a moment, so we're gonna ask AB to zoom once again so he doesn't get interrupted. So I see on my plates, well, I was asked to do kilo to hold at Lima, oh, short of Lima. So exactly where that is, I have also a these intermediate holding point, Lima Papa 2. Papa. Yeah, sorry.
Area 667.
Why aren't those
correction.
used?
Turkish 388, hold position.
I got this guy. Got his hands. So
Turkish
maybe next.
388 holding position.
Alright, dudes and
Area
dudettes.
667, taxi right, Golf, left,
Thanks for
Charlie,
joining me
holding
on
point
yet
Delta
another
10, runway 31 left.
Right,
Stream.
Golf left Charlie,
Been a pleasure.
hold
It's
Delta
been a bit of a
10
short
runway,
one. Sorry for the hard
30
landing.
left for
But,
Etihad 667.
these seats were
Area
available on an
667,
each
runway 31
discount,
left,
so
break, Turkish
landing was
388,
expected to be
follow
hard
the Etihad Airbus 320 in front of you to holding point Delta 10,
And with all of
runway
that being
31
said,
left.
we let me turn down VPilot. Yeah, so with all that being said, we hope you had a good chill stream. Hope you've seen something that you like, and it's been 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Turkish 388, correct.
Super. We've got
Keeping everyone now.
CPU, reconditioner connected.
Sorry, yeah, my apologies.
APU external power is on. We can turn the packs off.
Dhabi Tower, Etihad 377 and stand 630.
Area 377,
Done.
thanks for flying into Abu Dhabi, have a nice day.
Thank you for the control. Bye bye.
GG Aviator Zulu, thanks for being on. Hope you had a good time with the traffic. Keep up with the pressure. And when you get a chance, let me know why you don't use Kilo Papa 10 and instead you say Kilo Hold Short Lima. I'm just curious why that is. Is it because people don't understand, or maybe it's not something that's actually used IRL? I don't know. But here is our bird, Alpha 6 Echo India Mike out of Jeddah, and she's going to be deboarding just now. Hold on a second. I don't know where the trucks and stuff are. There they are. Lovely. And she's gonna get full treatment just now. Super, that's it. I got nothing to debrief for myself. I think the approach was a bit skittish. Maybe I should have said no. But I mean, how bad was it really? I think by 10 miles was a bit iffy in terms of my personal limits. But since I had the gear down, I was like, yeah, there's a possibility that this is actually gonna go along quite well. And by the time we got to 8 miles, 9 miles even, I was pretty happy. But the vectoring was erring to the side of poor, not great. But it is what it is. Sometimes you get people who will take care of it for you. Sometimes you gotta take care of it yourself. Anyway, thanks for the stream. I'm gonna go get some dinner. Wish you all a lovely weekend. Rest of the weekend. It's not a lot left, but yeah. I will catch you on another stream some other day, probably in a week, maybe in 2. Right. Arrivederci, grazie, and ciao.